Have you ever wondered how does it happen that in some cases for some products, for some big brands like Coca-Cola, like Gillette, you name the others, they can be along for more than 100 years, and statistics show that for most of the product, actually for 66% of the new products, they fail within the first 2 years. Well, every product, it doesn't matter for how long they've been around, go through the same stages. We call that the product life cycle. And in the product life cycle, one very important aspect that every marketeer should know is pricing. How to price accordingly to the price life cycle stage the product is in. And to give you an understanding about it, when you launch a product, you may have a certain price, right? Nobody knows about your product at that point. Well, you go on with $10. At the maturity stage, where the product is the most popular it has ever been and sells the most and has the biggest numbers, you may want to increase the price because you can turn out to have more profits, right? And it of course can go the other way around. In the growth stage of the life cycle of the product, it has to go and start selling more and more and more. Well, if that doesn't happen, you may want to be flexible enough to lower the price to start the sales, right? So the pricing is a dynamic process. In this video, we will talk everything you need to know about pricing new products. So this scenario applies when a company wants to launch a new product, and you will find out that there is market skimming pricing strategy and there is market penetration pricing strategy. And in this video, you will find out everything that you need to know about these two pricing strategies. As you can imagine, when a company has a new product, pricing it, setting its price can be especially difficult. Most of the times companies are lacking data about consumers, about competitors' pricing, about competitors' products and their performance. They don't know if the consumers prefer their price to be based on the cost of production or on the value it provides, because that can be a huge difference. So at the beginning, it's quite hard to set a fair price or a good price that would help the company progress. Market skimming pricing strategy is the first pricing strategy of new products pricing strategies that we will talk about. Let's see some clear definitions of it. It is also known as price skimming. It is setting a high price for a new product to skim maximum revenues layer by layer from the segments willing to pay the high price. The company makes fewer but more profitable sales. Many companies that invent new products set high initial prices to collect revenues layer by layer from the market. As an example, many years ago, when Apple introduced the iPhone, the first iPhone, its initial price was $599. 6 months later, the price dropped to $399 for the 8 GB version and $499 for the 16 GB version to attract new buyers. Within a year, Apple dropped the price again to $199 and $299, and now you would also get wireless headphones for free. So what happened is that by using this strategy, by using market skimming, Apple did what was quite impossible before. It took money from all the economic layers. Let's call them people who could afford to pay $699 for a new phone. There are probably not that many, but there were few. So first of all, Apple priced the product as high as possible, and the ones that were available to buy it, bought it, right? And then it went lower and lower and lower. So in the end, everybody could afford it at $200, or well, mostly everybody. But the fact is that by using this pricing strategy, Apple managed to take more money, because imagine you can sell one phone at $600 or you have to sell 3 phones at $200. So they maximize their profits by taking money from all the layers. This is the base of the market skimming pricing strategy. There are many reasons why a company would like to use market skimming pricing strategies. Let's think about some examples. In the first scenario, let's say that Apple would have launched the iPhone for $300, right? That was the standard price. Well, let's say they would have made 1,000 sales, right? So there was a certain profit they could make, and probably after 3 months, everybody who wanted the phone and could afford it, well, they have already bought it. So after 3 months, the income for the company was getting lower and lower, but drastically. What happened by using this marketing pricing strategy is that first of all, Apple got a lot of money for the 600 and then for 400 and therefore 200. So they had income coming on and on and on for an entire year, and after that they could probably launch another model. And as a company, you need to understand that the most important thing for them is cash flow. It's not necessarily profit. Of course they want to be profitable, but you need to have money coming into the company, so you have money to work with, right? So instead of stopping the cash flow after 3 months, Apple managed to get a regular cash flow, and probably having the phone at $200 generated more revenues by having way more sales than from the initial stage. So the company kept making money every month for an entire year at least with the same product. Of course that there are certain conditions this pricing strategy works under. The first one is the product quality and image must support its higher price, and it must have enough buyers who want to buy the product at that price. The second one is that the cost of production or for a smaller value cannot be so high that they cancel the advantage of charging more. And finally, competitors should not be able to enter the market easily and undercut the price. The market penetration pricing strategy is the second pricing strategy when we look at all the options the company has to price a new product. Before everything you need to know, let's see some clear definitions about these concepts. Market penetration is setting a low price for a new product in order to attract a large number of buyers and a large market share. To penetrate the market quickly and deeply, companies set a low initial price. This decision also brings them a large number of buyers quickly and win a large market share. The high sales volume results in falling costs, allowing companies to cut their prices even further. In Kenya and Nigeria, we can see an example of a market penetration pricing strategy in action. Samsung unveiled an affordable yet fully functional Samsung Galaxy Pocket model that sold for $120. In India, Samsung sells Pocket models for $77. By using this penetration pricing strategy, Samsung hopes to earn a lot of market share. In other words, market penetration works very well when you want to earn market share. As just the name says, market penetration, you penetrate, so you enter the market. You don't necessarily want to make a profit. Of course, profit is nice, but you need to prioritize your objectives. So by using this strategy, you get sales in both countries or where you want to launch with market penetration strategy. But the idea is that you get more market share. So people find out about your company, they found out about your phone model that you sell or whatever product, and you start being watched or being in the competitor's area for that product. Of course, that depending on the production cost and depending on the cost it sells for, a company can still make profit with its product. But there are also some conditions that this pricing strategy works under, and in the following minutes we'll talk about them. The first condition is the market must be highly price sensitive so that a low price produces more market growth. The second condition is that the production and distribution costs must decrease as sales volume increases. The third one is that the low price must help keep out competitors and the penetration price must maintain its low price position. This is everything you need to know about new product pricing. So just as a quick recap, what you need to remember is that there are two strategies that work for when you want to price a new product. There is market skimming, well, taking the economic profit from all the layers, or there is market penetration. It depends on your objectives, it depends on the situation you are in, if you are new on the market as a company or if you have some experience. But one thing that you might need to know is that there are major pricing strategies we talked in the beginning that you can watch a video about right here, or check the links down in the description to find out more pricing strategies for product mix, for example. Before going on and checking for other videos, you need to check the links down in the description because I'm offering you a for free business marketing dictionary. There are more than 400 terms that I've explained for you, the most used and all the terms you need to know to have a marketing discussion, and you can download that for free. More than that, if you have your own company or if you're an entrepreneur, check the links down in the description below, because I've also created a manual to create your own business plan. And not just that, you can also create a communication strategy and a marketing strategy for your company. If you manage a company or if you own your very first one, you need to check that, because it is a by the book, step-by-step instruction how to build your business plan and everything you need to grow your products and to enter the maturity stage of the company. And of course that you can support me by buying me a coffee. In the links down below you will find a link for that, because I drink quite a lot of coffee to research the information for these videos, to film them, to edit them and to post them so you can watch them for free on YouTube. So a thank you in this form is highly appreciated. Of course that you can also thank me in the very classical ways by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also please comment in the comment section down below, because it helps me a lot with the YouTube algorithm. You know how it is nowadays. And on my channel you will find more videos about marketing and corporate communication. I'll see you at the next one.